Hi there. So a few days ago I posted a video of the trailer training where we set up that little stall thing, makeshift stall. And today I wanted to go ahead and show you our progress. Now I know that I said that, you know, you got to keep doing it and all that stuff. Honestly, we've only had one session since then, and yeah, I just don't have time. But it's still good because basically the rest time is just as important as the actual work time. So let's go ahead and see where we're at. Lasair, go inside. Go. Oh, stay. So that's what I want to see in a self-loading horse. I'm not sure how long he's going to stay in there for. He knows the stay command and all that, and you know, he's doing it at liberty now. And remember last time I was telling you we want to build his confidence so that I'm able to do other stuff and walk away with him and he'll be perfectly comfortable being in there. Yeah, so that's what we got, and that's all from the first video that I showed you. You saw when I ended it. Oh. And then I had one session in between there, and basically that session was to work on this, but he still had a halter on and stuff. And then this is the first time seeing how he'll do just coming into the pen and seeing totally at liberty, no halter or, you know, whips or ropes or anything, right? You saw that he started to back up, and I was able to just give him the verbal command, no, you know, or ho, and then told him to go back up, and he did it. Now he cheated and he took a few more steps back, but you know, he doesn't know how long I'm going to be talking for, and I think he's just backing up so that he can drop his head down because it's more comfortable. So you know, it's like, okay, that's fine. I'm over here talking to you guys right now anyway, so he might as well be comfortable. He's not charging back. He's not freaking out and all that. So that's the important part. I'll see if I can back him up and then get him to go back in. We'll see how it does. Back, 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 back. So really happy with that. That actually looks really solid to me. So now the next step would be to move this little stall around. Move it around different places, practice making it tighter. You know, once I move it to a different place, it's going to be a whole new thing. So that could all, you know, we might have to start back from the beginning again, and that's fine. Every new factor that he gets exposed to, so right there, some people were asking, how do you teach a horse to ground tie and stay, you know? That's how. You got to do this a lot. Oh. Stay. Stay. It's basically like teaching a dog how to stay, you know, you just got to keep correcting them, tell them, no, you got to have patience, you got to stay there. Good. Stay. 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 But at least now it's not an issue about him being scared and stuff. Now he's just like, well, Mom, you're over there talking and doing other stuff, you know, and I don't really like staying in here. Plus, remember, he's still developing his feel for being comfortable in there. He's not comfortable in there. I know that. I have to be sensitive to that as well, but he's working on the comfort. But staying in there like that and having patience in there, then at least I would rather him being bored than being scared, right? So that's all good stuff. But yeah, exposing, you know, different factors, addressing all different factors, maybe having some loud sounds, plastic bags flying around, moving the saw in different places, other distractions, you know, having them stay, you know, setting up little exercises so that we're addressing all of those different factors would help strengthen these lessons. And once again, this lesson is designed to go straight into trailering. And we didn't get our trailer. There was a little issue. So hopefully we'll get it tomorrow. Hopefully. I think I jinxed myself by talking about it last time. So, you know, not going to talk about the trailer until it's here. But yeah, no trailer yet. Let me go ahead and release him. Kind of confused there for a sec about going back. He's like, well, he's not comfortable backing up either. So then he's like, well, no, I thought I was supposed to be here with you. And it's like, no, now I want you to go back. So these are all little things that we have to work on. But he's coming along great. And the goal is to have him do this in the trailer. And I'm sure that, you know, once he sees the trailer for the first time, he's probably gonna be scared, and we're gonna have to go through all of these steps. But I just want to show you that these are the steps to go through for any exercise, any training. It's this kind of relationship. Now, the difference between what I do and what a lot of other horse trainers do, I'm not a horse trainer, but I'm just saying, you know, a lot of the more traditional methods of training is, I hear a lot of people say, well, you know, you have to train the horse right, because if you don't, then it's really dangerous. And that's really true. But another thing people say is, you know, oh, they're so unpredictable, you know, they could explode any minute and all this stuff. And I don't think that that's that true. They're really smart. They're smarter than dogs, I think. I think what a lot of people are seeing is that a horse that is trained with fear and learned helplessness, basically, they're scared to death, and you tie them down, you wrench them down, you take all the choice out of it, and you force them, right? And then they learn, okay, I just have to shut down. I just have to shut down and be good and be quiet and shut up and stay still and whatever, right? So then they do that, but there's only so much of that anyone can take before they explode. And then when they explode, that, I think, is what people are seeing when they're saying, you know, they're unpredictable. And then you'll see a lot of these horses that finally explode. You know, they got all this bottled up fear or anger, resentment, or all that built up inside. It's just like a person, right? And then they explode. So for me, what makes me safe, especially with him being so much bigger than I am and so much stronger than I am, what makes me safe is knowing that he is never going to want to hurt me. In fact, he's going to go out of his way to try and keep me safe and, you know, be with me. If I happen to fall off of him, he's not going to run away. He's going to be like this. If I fall down and he's about to step on me, he's going to try not to step on me because he likes me. Versus a horse that hates me or hates their person, and then they're like, I want you off. They snap, they try to get their owners off, they want to stomp on them, and then they take off, and then you can't find them again. I don't have to worry about that with him as much, maybe, and that's what makes it safer. So I know that a lot of it is just fear. People are afraid. They're like, well, they're so dangerous and blah 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 and all that stuff, and it's true. It's a reasonable fear, but it's kind of like being afraid that your husband or boyfriend is going to leave you, and then trying to go, okay, how can I make sure that my husband or a boyfriend or whatever, or significant other, how can I make sure that they never leave me? Okay, well, I can give them a curfew. I can, make sure I always know their passwords, spy on them, check up on them, and all this stuff. I'm going to yell at him if he looks at another girl, stuff like that. But really, none of that, that's all stuff that you can do, but is your significant other going to be happy about that? Is that growing the relationship in a positive manner, or is that breaking it up? I think that's causing separation, and then you become you kind of fulfill your own fears, sort of thing. I'm not saying that right, but you know what I mean. So same thing with the horses. We're so afraid that they're going to explode that we tie them up and we make them helpless, and we say, there, you are helpless, you cannot explode. Know that. And a lot of horses do know it until they explode, and then it just reinforces the fear. So how do you make them be safe then? Well, you make it so that they never want to hurt you, or your significant other, you make it so that they don't ever want to leave you, because you're wonderful and everything's perfect, so why would they want to leave you, right? Now, of course, none of that is a guarantee, but hey, if they want to be with you as much as you want to be with them, then what's stopping you, right? But if you're the only one that wants to be with them and they don't want to be with you, there's gonna be some problems later on. That's kind of a red flag. So anyways, just my thoughts and stuff. I wanted to show you the end product. This was only like 2 sessions of the training, that video, a session in between, and then this video. So it does take time, it does take patience, but it's not really that much work, and it's a lot less stressful when you address the source instead of just packing on band-aids upon band-aids, trying to address one little symptom. The horse, has a bad behavior. That's just a symptom of what the source is. With Lasair, I didn't do a lot of the traditional training at all with him, and everyone was worried, and they were like, well, you have to teach him, because what if he gets stuck somewhere and he freaks out and he panics, and you have to teach him helplessness. And I'm like, well, I can't, because he breaks everything. But now I found out, since I have his trust and stuff, like the video where I flanked him, he doesn't freak out. So actually, by addressing the trust in the relationship, I was actually, just by that, eliminate those bad behaviors, and I never even had to address them anyways. And then when I did test him out, he passed with flying colors. It wasn't a big deal. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed. Hope it helps a little bit. And we'll talk to you later. Say bye. Say bye, Lasair. Say bye. I don't know how to make him say bye, but look cute. Oh my gosh, you're taller than the camera's showing. Oh, sorry you can't see the top of his head. All right, bye guys.